Is there a best position or way to sleep if I have BPPV?
So what's really interesting is there's a few different ways to actually treat BPPV. So you shouldn't have to modify your positions or just live with BPPV without getting treatment, because it over 80% of the time it can actually be cleared. So there's a few different theories to it. So the first theory would be to actually just leave it alone, let it clear on its own. It's not the philosophy of our clinic because it can take months and months to live that way. So if you were going to live that way, you'd have to modify your sleeping patterns. Most people will have to sleep like at least on two pillows, so kind of propped up on two pillows. You wouldn't be able to bend down, so you couldn't put your shoes on. You'd basically have to live like you had a book on top of your head.
Hmm.
And that's kind of crazy. So the fact that you can actually go and actually get it diagnosed and then treated is the philosophy of our clinic. So we typically will assess the patient, then we'll go in and actually perform a couple of diagnostic tests, one of them being a Hall pike maneuver. So it's pretty simple. We lay the patient back, we're watching eye movements under some forensial lenses, these little goggles we put on. And then we can diagnose what's going on. So if you have BPPV, we actually treat it. And so the treatment's pretty quick. It happens clinically. And we go through the procedure, 15 to 20 minutes or so, depending on the severity of it. And then after that, we do give patients restrictions. So for about a week, we do tell them to continue to sleep propped up on those two pillows. Some patients will sleep in like a recliner. If there's like a lazy boy recliner still in the house, they'll sleep on their recliner. We tell them to limit their head movements just for that week. And then at the week mark, then we tell them to try to trigger the symptoms. So, bend down, look up, roll over. And so that really is a true testament if those particles have gone back to where they're supposed to be and the BPPV is resolved.
Gotcha. And it's a pretty high success rate with BPPV?
It's very high. So it's upwards of 80%. Most people, that 80% happens clinically. Some patients need a few different maneuvers. Rarely there'll be some type of surgical intervention, but for majority of people, it happens clinically.